Got some backlash for a little bit.
Really?
Even the Marvin Gaye estate. They were like, you can sing, but it's freaking us out because you sound like he's still alive.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Mia Bell, back with another episode of BET Talks, and today I have singer, songwriter, producer, the man that you really need to be listening to, okay? Stay tapped in, because the vocals are there. October London, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Great to be here.
Now, let me tell you something. I saw you at the Prudential Center.
Yeah.
On tour with Maxwell. And you killed it.
Oh, thank you
That's
so
how
much.
we're going to start, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, yeah.
Of
Tour's been
course.
amazing.
Yes, we're going to get into it, but before we do that, we're going to have a little fun.
Okay.
Would you rather?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you know,
Okay.
we keeping it cute.
Yeah.
Would you rather listen to 70s R&B or 90s R&B all day? See, they got you in the 70s category. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, wait till they hear there's some 90s stuff I got in the chamber, but I'm gonna have to go with 90s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Which Marvin Gaye song would you rather play to set the mood? Sexual or Let's Get It On?
Ooh, I'd have to put
Sexual healing.
sexual
or Let's Get It
healing.
On?
Yeah. Yeah, sexual healing.
That's the vibe that you use to set
Yeah,
the tone?
it's a nice little.
Y'all hear them, ladies?
Yeah.
Would you rather be on tour or in the studio?
That's a really tough question. I'm gonna have to go with the creative part, being in the studio, because that's just where I really feel at home, and I feel like I can concentrate on making the crowd happy later on. Anybody can go on stage and do covers or anything,
Right.
but if you're in there creating something that you love and something that you feel the audience will love, then it's an amazing feeling.
Would you rather perform in an arena or an intimate setting where you can really look your audience in the eyes?
Arena.
Yeah?
I like arena. It gives me a different feel. It's like a really powerful energy. It's like being on 6 Red Bulls at one time.
Yeah. What do you do to prep before you get on stage?
I mean, on stage I usually go out with a nice glass of whiskey and a cigar. That's my thing.
Oh,
So
whiskey.
I do that while I'm singing.
Now, October, your birth month, Libra.
All day.
I'm assuming that's how you got your name as well?
Absolutely, yeah. October, yeah. Got the October from my birthday being 10/17, and in London, I have this screen above my computer. So when I do music, I have the ambiance, I have the candles, and I got OCD, so everything has to be clean. You know, so
Okay.
it's So,
We like that.
Yeah. A picture of London popped up, and it was a beautiful nighttime picture of London. And I was trying to figure out the name that I was gonna have, and I was like October, and I looked up, and I was like London. And I yelled up to my boy Trip. I was like, yo, what do you think of October London? He was like, I like it. I was like, cool, that's my stage name. And that was it.
I want you to take us back to Indiana and what started this for you, because the vocals are something that we haven't heard before, but, come from a place that is very familiar.
Yeah, I grew up in South Bend, Indiana. So, college town, Notre Dame, all that good stuff.
Okay.
I've always grown up just listening to great old school music, listening to Frankie Beverly and Mays. Obviously, rest in peace to Frankie Beverly.
Of course.
Legend, the Isley Brothers, and Marvin Gaye. I don't know, I just always learned from them. I was learning what love was. I was learning how to kind of swoon a woman, kind of just...
Through the music.
Through the music, be the ultimate Libra that I am, so...
What about lifestyle and your family and how that kind of cultivated, your spirit to be able to come out with this sound that we're not hearing as often anymore?
Well, my dad toured back in the day, used to open up for Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay. It's in the family.
Yeah, it's in the family. So, he stopped doing music around 29 or 30. And where I'm at now, he definitely is just elated by the fact that I'm doing what I want to do. And, because I used to want to work for him as well. He was higher up in the executive level. And I was like, this is what I want to, follow in your footsteps. He's like, no, I think you have a different calling.
There's so many talented singers out there, right? And they want to know how to get into a space where R&B and just music for the soul and love can be universal again. And you're signed to Death Row. How does that even happen?
I was doing several jobs. I was, doing truck driving. I worked at Steak and Shake. I worked at several places.
And still singing, though.
But still singing, just trying to find my way. So I'm going from South Bend, I'm going to L.A., I'm going back and forth to New York because I have family in New York. And then later on met one of my best friends, Mike Letter, in Miami. We continuously started making music, which obviously is one of the songs on the new album, October Nights, Time, me and Mike wrote. And that song is 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a very long journey journey, a very long process to get to where I'm at now. But now hearing Snoop say, "You're the king of Death Row," is crazy to me because Death Row is such a, it's a gangster rap label.
Yeah.
And now we're setting the tone in a whole different way. It's a brand new Death Row now. We're not on that anymore.
Now, Snoop, how did that connection happen?
Yeah, it all started with Jazzy Faze. The whole connection with a friend knowing a friend. You got to know somebody in this industry. So it was a good friend of mine that knew someone that knew Jazzy. And Jazzy was like, okay, just send me some records. And I was like, all right, cool. So I sent him records for like Future and Chris Brown and T.I. And I was producing, so I was trying to get in the rap lane. And I just kind of snuck in a record called Colorblind. Okay. Which is one of those Marvin Gaye-esque type songs. And he heard all the songs, said they were dope, but he was like, one stuck out to him, and it was Colorblind, and he was going to link up with Snoop. So, he got to him and he played the records, but he played Colorblind for Snoop. Snoop he's an avid listener of old school music.
Yeah.
He plays that more than anything, more than rap. So he listened to it and he called me and was like, yo, I'm a big fan of yours. I would love to sign you, but come on out and let's work. And we did it.
Now let's talk about the look. Because you stand out in this way. You are dressed the part. So when you hear the music, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we like this all the time? Like, please, get into it.
I'm like this all the time because I'm in R&B mode. I think.
But classic, though.
Classic,
it's
though.
Different.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these R&B singers, they not wearing that.
Yeah, they're not doing the suits and all that kind of stuff. They're in the more urban fashion. That's great. But for me to get in that vibe, to get in that lane, because at some point I want to do businesses. I want to build a huge brand for myself. I'm a multi-genre artist, so right now I'm in this character right now. And this character has suits. I've got a closet full of Tom Ford, closet full of YSL.
I know that's right.
So that's where I'm at right now. When I maybe switch genres later on down the line after this October Nights album, maybe I'll switch up and you'll see me in some different gear. But right now this is it.
When this project was coming into fruition, the Rebirth of Marvin Gaye, who came up with the title and who has been using that name to really push it? And were you hesitant about that at all in the beginning?
Yeah, I was definitely hesitant about it. So when we did the Rebirth of Marvin was recorded in a week. So I'm very quick when it comes to recording. I give myself 30 to 45 seconds to hear a hook. Okay. And if I don't have a hook by the time that those seconds in, I don't even do it, so I don't force myself to do any music. And Snoop doesn't force me either, which is why it's great to be on Death Row. We have that creative control. But, we did the Rebirth of Marvin in that week, and I was just putting it in my hard drive. So Snoop would come in the room every now and again. Hey, what you got? Oh, okay, cool. How many songs you did? Oh, about 5. Okay, cool. All right, keep going. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me get on some like Bryson Tiller, DVSN, that kind of like Drake, all that. I wanted to do that because I thought that's what the consumer wanted. Right. And I was like, nobody wants to hear this old school stuff. And so I put in a hard drive. Rebirth of Marvin was not supposed to come out. And Snoop was like, no, we got to drop this. And I was like, yeah, but a couple records I sound like Marvin a little bit. Like, I don't want people
to think. It.
Yeah, but I just didn't want people to think I was trying to fill his shoes. I'm not trying to be the new Marvin Gaye. When I hear music and I'm around music, I just get in that zone. Right. It's the same thing with country or pop or reggaeton. If I'm around a lot of reggaeton, I'm probably going to go in the studio and make a reggaeton album. So we did that album, and I put in a hard drive, and he was like, yeah, we got to put it out, but we're going to call it Rebirth of Marvin. So it was his idea to call it that. Okay. I was like, oh, please, no. I was like, no, they're going to kill me online. They're going to, Marvin Gaye is so legendary. Right. I don't want it to. He was like, it's okay. It's all right, nephew. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Yeah. So, I took a chance with him. I was like, okay, let's do it. But I was weary of it. And after a while, I ended up getting on the phone with the Marvin Gaye family, a few of the members, and they love me. We have a great relationship. So.
Yeah. I saw that you met his sister.
Yeah. She's come to a couple shows. So. She loves it, absolutely loves it, because she knows I'm just feeling the vibe. That's it.
Of course, and it's so pleasant because the music is that great.
Thank you.
With the music, too, I know you said there's so many variations of what you can actually do vocally and, with different genres and whatnot. And now we have October Nights that is here for the people. Yeah. And you gave us a few singles. I see that you only have one feature on there, or do you have more and we just don't know about it yet? Tyrese?
Do we have Tyrese on the album? Absolutely, but there's a couple writers and producers on there that are big. You got Babyface.
Of course.
I got Jeff Giddy. I got the legend Superfly on there. He put his foot in that. I have my boy Mike Letter that helped me write Time.
Of course.
And then Snoop, obviously. Snoop is talking on it. gratitude, yeah.
Now you talk about the Rebirth being, made in such a short time frame.
Yeah.
What about October Nights?
October Nights was made in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, for the first draft, 2 weeks. And then we went into the studio, got with Superfly, and then he added all the bells and whistles that need to be added, some horns on this, a little bit of violin on that, and just kind of finished it up. But 2 weeks. So I took my time on that.
It's giving musical genius.
I don't know about that. I've just been
2 weeks.
I've just been doing it for a while, so maybe it's just that. I don't know about genius. But,
Tell me more about why this would be one of your best projects yet.
I think it's a really important.
From Colorblind?
Yeah, I think it's just really important, and what makes it different is that this album is a transitional album. You're gonna get more of me and less of Marvin. So it starts out where it's like, okay, it's like a sequel to this Rebirth of Marvin. It starts out that way.
Right.
Then it starts to take you on a whole different ride. When you get to third shift, then you're going into Put You On that might have a little bit of, it's me, but you get that little twang of D'Angelo a little bit. So, because I got that influence. So Put You On is with me and Snoop. By the time you get to the end of the album, you're getting Time, the beautiful ballad, the songs that I really enjoy doing. So you're getting me more towards the end, and then obviously third album, we'll see what happens.
We're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Of course. Yeah. Now, we're going to have a little more fun.
Okay.
The internet has some questions for you, okay?
All right.
They're a little confused, so I need you to, set the record straight. Is that cool?
That's fine.
All right. Now, is October London Snoop Dogg's cousin or what?
No, definitely not.
Y'all not related?
Not related at all.
Okay.
No. We're Libras.
Okay.
But we're not related.
If you're introducing someone to your music, what record would you start with and what project?
I'll probably start with Slow Dancing on my Colorblind album that me and Snoop released in 2016. That's to me, it's one of the most slept on songs that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is October London single?
Absolutely.
So when was the last time a woman gave you the key to her door? Because that is what we're singing about on these songs.
It wasn't too long ago, but work kind of gets in the way of a lot of stuff.
Y'all hear that? That's the Libra speaking, okay? I had to get it out of you. See, you get yourself in trouble. We can't wait to hear what else you have in store for us.
Thank you so much. Can't wait.
All the different variations of who October London is.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Yay! It's a wrap.